Alrighty, first shot, Kodak Gold f5.6 at 400. Well gang, it is finally time for us to talk about Kodak Gold 200 for medium format. And today I've got some spicy meatballs of bangers to show you and ones that are not so great. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go shoot some shit, shall we? If you've been shooting digital for the last 20 years or living under a mountain of unused celluloid, you would have had no idea that Kodak re-announced that gold would be returning to medium format. It's an announcement that's awoken the film community into a hive of excitement, and today's episode I'm going to be taking a look at how the film stock handles a range of different shooting conditions. I want to know how it renders my tiny human on film. I want to know how it renders my shitty suburban photographs on film. But most of all, I'm super excited to test how Kodak Gold handles blue hour and nighttime photography. So stick around until the end of the video for that. My very thorough and accurate review of Kodak Gold 200 begins in the great Windsor Park in Surrey. In the scene with Sonia and my tiny human, I was actually overexposing the film stock by one stop. I was shooting at 100 ISO just to get the detail in the shadows because Sonia and my tiny human were being backlit by the sun. Now, Kodak Gold 200 certainly doesn't have the latitude of something like Portra or Fuji Pro 400H, but I was super impressed with the contrast and the colors in this scene given that I was overexposing by one stop. So if you're one to push your image, I'd be more than happy to recommend you to shoot 100 or even ISO 50 for this film stock. It can certainly handle being overexposed by one stop. I was really curious to see how Kodak Gold handled an even kind of soft lighting environment, so I waited until there was an overcast day and I took the film stock into a forest to make some photographs of my tiny human in some flowers. The thing that strikes me about Kodak Gold compared to the rest of Kodak's stocks is that it's not as muted in terms of its colors as Portra is, but it kind of exists between Ektar and Portra, I would say. It's cheaper than both of those film stocks, which is amazing, but it has just the right amount of punch in terms of contrast and saturation that you're looking for if you were trying to find a mid-ground between Ektar and something like Portra 400. Despite the fact that Kodak Gold 200 is a daylight balanced film, ideally used in bright and sunny lighting conditions, I really wanted to see what this film stock would be like for nighttime photography. So I waited for the sun to set and I headed out with my Mamiya RZ and a fresh roll of Kodak Gold to make some really cool nighttime photographs. To be honest with you, I edit my film photographs, and I think many people on the internet do so. But for this video, I hardly touched these Kodak Gold images. In all, I think most of the shots represent the shots that I got back from the lab. This is an incredibly impressive film stock for its price point, and I think that if you're willing to try something new, or if you're trying to find a cheap medium format film stock, I urge you to go out there and buy Kodak Gold as soon as you can and see the results for yourself. It's really impressive. So, what are you waiting for? Go shoot some gold, baby. Thanks so much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Sayonara, suckers.